Hey guys, Turret here bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Playing today's morning in the south we have Infi playing as Night Elf. Going for the Demon Hunter first, getting a bit of ancient war creeping going, and from the north we have XiaoKai playing as Orc with the Farseer. Looks like he's got a War Mill in there. Gonna go for some Headhunters. Map as last Refuge, and I believe this one just a W3 Champions ladder match, not a tournament event.
A player's forces are under
creeping
attack.
on both sides at the moment. Wolf chasing down the Scout Wisp. Quite some time here to chop through this camp though. It's the item and then it's going to back off. Creeps are quite difficult once they've got that inner fire applied to them. A bit of critter blocking there. So he's going to go for the Murlocs instead. So pretty similar creep paths to this point. Night Elf creeping a bit faster due to the ancient war creep.
A player's forces are
Headhunter's
under
a
attack.
little bit slower to ramp up. But now getting in the swing of things. Got a Scout Wolf. Gonna run high here. Just about getting the Wisp kill, but then the Wolf times out. So the Wisp is going to be just fine. And there we go, comparing the tick timings, very similar. Gonna go into the Moonwell here. And now the Ancient War is going to uproot, maybe walk its way across to the mercenary camp. Looks like XiaoKai is going to try go for this mercenary camp. Quite a difficult camp, especially with that very low health grunt. Oh, he's going to lose the grunt, and he does. He loses the grunt to the creep. Oh, that's a bit ugly. Infi meanwhile going for the shock camp. He's got a great healing potion. He's got the boots as well. And here we go. Telestaff onto the Wisp.
A player's forces are under attack.
Puts down a sentry ward, coming in with the mana burn, trying to use the Cloak of Shadows. He's just right-clicking down the Farseer, pop the greater healing potion. Oh, but now surrounded. Mana burn. Ooh, did he dodge that chain lightning with the town portal? Unreal. Regeneration potion as well, so the Farseer actually able to recover from that attack quite effectively, and that was a lot of resources invested into that kill for Infi. Town portal. Greater healing potion. Ouch. Beast. No, that's not Beastmaster. That's the Panda. Picked up. Great item as well. Typically for orcs, the Scourge Bone Chimes. Maybe not in this case.
Forces are under attack.
Ends up cashing them in. Relying on those Headhunters for the DPS. Double Bestiaries though. Interesting. And they're creeping away there. What was that item? Rune Braces. Not the best. Shadowhunter second.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright. Taking up to tier 3 now. Got a law in the build out the back. Just the single law. There's the second one now. Pretty fast tech up for Infi. Coming in with the Demon Hunter. I think he wants to steal with the mana burn. He could get it, right? 200 damage? No, 100 damage.
Player's forces are under
Okay,
attack.
never mind. For some reason, yeah, I was getting that all mixed up. Good work there from XiaoKai, keeping it out of range. Now the Orc army on the offensive finds the Panda just as he finishes off this camp. Looking for a couple of archer kills, gets one there. Haze fire. Good mana burn. Panda getting chased down a touch. Archer's coming out of hiding now, looking for a couple of revenge kills. The Shadow Hunter coming in hot. Going for Hex. Look at the damage. Oh boy, Speed Scroll activated. This could be the end of the Demon Hunter. He's fast with those boots, but... Oh, and he doesn't get away. Good chase down there. Good, just good creepjack overall. Infi feels like he's trying to overplay his hand. Instead of just accepting that he needs to pull back there, trying to do some fancy plays. In fact, maybe turn it around so that he was winning. But with the good timing to arrive by the Shadow Hunter, that was just a beatdown, really. Now has to defend in his base. The Moonwell is pretty much empty, and we're in daytime at the moment. He's got a bear out though, so a bit of rejuvenation going a long way on this panda. Meanwhile, got a Wind Rider, causes some trouble up in the tree line. Ooh, 3 headhunters down to that Breath of Fire though, that was nasty. Going into 2 bears as well, it's interesting. Still does have a couple archers though to defend against the Wind Rider. Does he have a shop yet? I don't think I see one around. I was thinking maybe could do with a Moonstone at this time, but hasn't got that. In this position, Ancient Wonders could quite easily get cancelled by the Wind Rider. He does.
Forces are under attack.
Oh boy, coming back in as well. The panda! Oh, he's got a fresh bear though with rejuvenation. This bear doesn't have master training yet. It's about to pop. Can't go into bear form quite yet. And he's focusing down the archers, moving the range damage, so no counter to the Wind Riders, just their one archer. Do you go for a rebuild on the shop? Doesn't look like it. So can't go for an Orb of Venom either. So these Wind Riders are going to be very difficult for Infi to handle. He's starting to do some Dryad production now though. Double Lore Dryads. Even that one archer behind as well. Both about to pop out.
Player's forces are under attack. The town is under
So badly outnumbered though, the archer can't really defend. So he did end up picking that off, and even the Dryads getting out of that. Just overwhelming numbers of Wind Riders. XiaoKai looking to take advantage of this timing. Got some consumables on the Farseer. Trying to run away, and picks up a Forest Troll Berserker from the Mercenary Camp. Takes down one Wind Rider. Could take down another one if he just focused the low health one. But trying to run away, and the Wind Rider's not allowing that to happen. Oh boy, the Farseer is in trouble. Oof. Pops the Invul Potion. If he's so low in lumber at this stage as well, really going to be hurting himself. He does have a shop coming up actually at the expansion position, which is why I didn't see it. Really wants that Orb of Venom, I imagine.
Forces are under attack.
He's staffed his way across there so he can pick it up swiftly. Good swapping in and out of the mine, but those wisps, look at that, just hanging on by a thread. He had like 1 damage upgrade. Probably would have got 3 wisp kills there.
Siege.
Or maybe if they rolled slightly higher. They do have quite a large amount of variance in their attacks. But here we go, he's got the panda back now with the Orb of Venom.
Our player's forces are under attack.
So now Infi can kind of defend himself. Pretty close to the level up on the panda as well. Meanwhile, XiaoKai going to go do some creeping. Feeling quite free. Put up a tower in his base as well, that's interesting. Doesn't want those siege bears, I suppose, knocking out his base. There's map supremacy like this. Got a Zeppelin doing some scouting at this stage. He did pick that up from this lab, I believe. With the wolf that came up here. So maybe also trying to deny the Zeppelin to Infi. Maybe if you try and do the foggy special, loading those bears into the Zeppelin. Stops by the shop. Picks up a staff. Makes sense. Pumping a few more drieds now. Still well under
Forces are under
50
attack.
food. And we've got the stealth wolves now. Those things are a real nuisance. So they find the wisps on the trees. Those will get knocked out real fast. Needs to hide them away on those unreachable branches. Not just move them to the other side of the base. Did research dispel. Breath of Fire resummon though, no experience. And the Orc army is looking to attack XiaoKai. Decent food advantage. And he's got a huge number of Wind Riders. Good Haze Fire. Panda out of mana now though. Heal Scroll to counteract that damage. Let's lose the last Dryad. Decent Breath of Fire takes down one. Wind Rider's coming back in now though. Switching over to the Wisps again. Very reminiscent of the old Gargoyle style. Used to be popular for Undead with this Wind Rider plate.
A player's forces are under attack.
Difficult to deal with. Of course, the Wind Riders don't have stone form, so they can't fly off somewhere and heal themselves up. More difficult to heal up, but of course way more damage in their ranged attack mode. Okay, they're stopping for a bit of a fight here. Thinks those level 3 wolves will be able to assist in the victory. And correct, with the normal damage as well as the crits. Getting blocked by that wolf with the slow poison. Does do some pretty nasty damage to the heroes. XiaoKai regathering himself. Picked up another heal scroll. Doesn't have a huge number of salves though. Quite a few of these Wind Riders getting very low now. But they are harassing the lumber quite effectively. You can see Infi down 80 wood. With the fire, only hits one Wind Rider though. Gonna come back in. While it's on cooldown. For the shop kill, look at the damage while it was still in construction before it got fortified armor. And Infi just sending wisp after wisp to its death. At the moment, the lumber really hurting. Demon Hunter looking for an opportunity down here, but now not going to be in position to help defend against this push. So he's going to go for the entangled mine. Stuffs a Dryad back to defend. Just about gets the Wind Rider, but he gets above the trees. Demon Hunter's going to go roaming, sensing no immediate threat. Oh, here we go. Peons unloading just as Infi ran up here. So no expansion possible. And this hasn't been crept yet, so the expansion location is very limited for XiaoKai. Might be paying the price for not creeping out this expansion position. Makes it quite obvious. We're just going to try and expand. Close call there. Zeppelin getting very low to that orb of venom. Oh, what's he doing? He's going to try creep this? Maybe he's just going to go for the item creep. He's already got a full inventory though. Unusual. Wisps running around here. Trying to avoid dying to the wolves. There we go. Dispelled that one nice and fast. Panda actually, kind of getting close to 5. If he hits the level 3 Breath of Fire, his Wind Riders are going to melt. Some solo experience here to the Shadow Hunter. Demon Hunter coming for the Creep Jack at a good timing. Getting hexed though. Still have a good amount of damage. And the Demon Hunter goes down. He did have the Arc of Reincarnation though, so he's not too worried about that. And one Wind Rider goes down to the creeps. Didn't mention it, but Warsong battle drums from the other camp. We got the Cloak of Flames from this one, so you know these Wind Riders are hitting really hard with that aura.
Player's forces
The
are
1
under
damage
attack.
upgrade now as well. As Infi turned the corner, XiaoKai has been trying to bank at 50 food while he gets this expansion going. He's starting up the towers now. Looks like the Demon Hunter's going to go roaming again, buys a Shredder. Stuffing over to his army though, not stuffing over to something over here to interrupt this tower. So it looks like it's going to be successful for XiaoKai. Pick up a Priestess of the Moon as well for a third hero, just to assist against the wolves with the Owl Scout. Don't see this too often. Oh, Venom picked up as well. Fire, no Breath of Fire, didn't have the mana for it after the Drunken Haze. Let's see, level up on the Shadow Hunter, 2 Dryads down, going for the Shredder next. Shredder staffed out to the other side, but staffed again, ends up dying nonetheless. Town Portal out. Did XiaoKai lose anything there? I don't think he lost even a single Wind Rider. That was nasty. Infi just getting harassed. And now 4 towers with the fortified armor. That's pretty difficult to break, even with these bears. Really needs some more mana on that panda, but having lost that shop,
A player's forces
doesn't have
are
the
under
easy
attack.
clarities available. Here we go, hits level 5. That's a big power spike. And wow, he's going for a tiny Great Hall on the other expansion location. Double expos, expecting perhaps one of them to get destroyed. Starts up a couple more towers.
A town is under
XiaoKai
siege.
is, investing all his resources into this style of play, not pushing above 50. Oof, takes huge damage from that Breath of Fire. That's what I was talking about. That level 3 power spike. And the Wind Rider's dropping really fast now. Kind of needs the Shadow Hunter to be another level higher to counteract that with the healing. Owl Scouts as well, really shutting down this harassing style. So it's actually a very good idea from Infi. I don't really... Well, we don't see this kind of Wind Rider style that often in the first place, but Owl Scout a very good counter to it. So he's building up everything but the Great Hall down there. Meanwhile, put the tiny Great Hall over here, and this one only with 1 tower to defend. Looks like it's about to get harassed by the Demon Hunter. Going for the peons first off. Here come the wolves though. Lose all his peons. Here come the Wind Riders now as well though. Staff out. Hexed interrupts the Staff of Teleportation. Has to go for the Town Portal Scroll. Quite expensive in the end. He starts peon production. Gonna have to repair up those towers as well. Just look at how many towers he's got over here though.
Forces are under attack.
A Bat Rider now, which is unusual. What's the purpose of the Bat Rider?
A town
Liquid
is under
fire?
siege.
I don't really know, but Panda takes down the 2 towers that didn't get repaired at all. From Breath of Fire down they both go.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now this expansion essentially nullified. Probably invested more into it than he got back, or certainly did. And he put up the shop blocking a Great Hall position over here, so he has to kill it off with his own units. Very messy stuff here from XiaoKai. This might allow Infi back into the game after such a promising match so far.
town is
Integration
forces are under
of the
attack.
Wisps and the Tree of Eternity. I can get his expansion going. Spike barricades are doing a little bit of damage to these Night Elf heroes as they attack through the building. Tiny bit more creeping coming in here for the Shadow Hunter, getting ever so close to level 5. Very low! The Mauler was going to take him out there. Wow, it's making me sweat. Now on the move. Still at a sub 50. Over here mining though. Before Infi is. Infi entangling his mine currently. Yeah, this expansion over on this side seemed to be misguided for XiaoKai. Largely a waste of resources. I'll probably be pushing into like 60 PopCap now if he didn't bother with this at all. And staff's back. The wolves have been chipping away at the buildings over here, and it was indeed Bat Rider for the liquid fire,
Player's forces are under attack.
so we could destroy the buildings more effectively. Got a long range mining starting up from those base peons. Got a shredder, so he doesn't really need them on lumber. Plenty of wood stacked up. Ancient Protector here at the tree location is not a horrible idea. Bit of oh, here we go. Hiring a sapper. And 2 Moonwells dead with that. Demon Hunter a little bit slow coming across to attack the wolf instead of the sapper. And that's a big explosion. Infi now supply stuck, so even as he starts to mine his way out of this hole,
under siege.
he's
Player's forces are under
going to have to rebuild so many buildings. A whole bunch of Moonwells over here. He's basically going to have to start anew, it looks like. Using the remnants of this base now. A little bit surprised we haven't got the Venom Tips, I think it's called, on the Wind Riders. Stack on a bit of poison damage.
A town is
Are
under
there
siege.
spears? I'm not sure
Player's
about it.
forces are under attack.
Anyway, could be beneficial here, I think. Oh, that does not get away. Nice breath of fire there. The Owl Scout's really working well for Infi. Walking his laws across now to the rest of the base. Moonwell's coming in full steam ahead.
A
Still
town
going
is
to be
under
supply
siege.
stuck though, as
Player's
he
forces are under
lost a
attack.
couple more Moonwells. Have to continue on production of those. Bear's doing some scouting, looking for another expansion not happening. And look at this from XiaoKai. A wall of towers. Pretty spread out as well. Does mean that they're not going to be like in range of each other as well. If he starts getting attacked, but maybe they're also less vulnerable to the breath of fire. Interesting. Going for a third hero himself now, Torn Chieftain.
Player's forces are under attack.
Only 2 camps left on the map. Goes for Aura first. Okay, Infi forcing a little bit of a fight here. Speed scroll to try and escape. It does get away, picked off a Dryad as well,
Is
so
under siege.
ends up being pretty good for XiaoKai and Infi. So low on lumber. I'm going to invest all this into Moonwells. Doesn't have any wisps on lumber currently. Trying to interrupt this third base production, or maybe we could count this as the 4th base.
A town is under
Getting up
siege.
back here. Is that a healing ward? It is. Peering through the breath of fire damage. Oh, where's that Dryer going? Came in for the dispel on the ward, I believe. Wolves just chipping away at the altar. That's their last structure over there. If he can finally start producing again, he's got a couple wisps popping out. Does he have the wellspring upgrade? He does. Now XiaoKai mining from that second base. Has invested a lot of resources into these towers. He's gone for more range damage upgrades. Interesting. Takes down one tower there eventually. Constant breath of fire action. Oh, here we go. Sappers on the move. The Laws are maybe going to see them running past. He avoids running into them. He's going to go for those moonwells again.
A town
for the shop.
Are under attack.
There we go. Takes down the shop and the tower. Got a decent amount of damage onto the Tree of Eternity as well. Decent sapper action. I think still the moonwells would have been stronger, but it's better than nothing. Certainly XiaoKai has the resources to burn, outmining his opponent massively at this stage.
A player's
Going
forces
to
are under
4x
attack.
speed while there's not much going on here. Wolves trying to come across, but the Owl Scout's shutting that down. The Potom has leveled up, going into Aura as you would expect. Okay, trying to run past here XiaoKai, but getting intercepted. Carried away.
The town is under siege.
And they're coming in. And he can just run out the back because there are no towers in range of the gold harvesting peons. But it looks like XiaoKai is making his move. Going for the counter attack. The Shredder could be vulnerable as well. Going for the main mine. Drunken Haze finds a bear over here, freshly produced. Ends up going down. Dispels the wolves. And now XiaoKai on the move. Picked up one orb of lightning on the Farsi at this stage. But those Owl Scouts are just working wonders for Infi. Really shutting down this harassing style. And Infi now is slowly progressing his way to another expansion in this position. It's like XiaoKai pumping his army a bit, but it's not boosting up as fast as I was expecting. You go for more upgrades. Nice. Okay, there's a lot of bats, so it looks like he's just going to go for the base destroy style. Here we go. Here come the bats. That's a lot of bats. Going after the AP first. It goes down fast. Sees the Tree of Life over there. Split attack. The rest of the army going after the Laws. Oh, look at the damage from those Dryads though. One bat down. Does lose a Law though. And that tower, going to be harder to defend over here. Looks like he cancelled and then resummoned the Tree of Life. Our scouts try to find the Orc army again. They're going for the wraparound. A lot more towers coming up this time. Try to find the Bat Riders. And the Owl Scout vision. Oh boy, this could be bad news. Here we go, the bats are going in for the tree. Dryads are falling fast though. To the Wind Riders. Good focus fire. Not trying to run away. Levels up. Oh, there we go. Massive breath of fire action. 2 bats down. Perhaps a third. No, 3 of them hanging on by a thread. Go back onto the faster time here now. Healing up. Panda actually very close to a level up. Hippos in the mix now as well. Few hippos actually. Still has a good number of dryads. Here come the air, but they're spotted by the Owl Scout. Divert their course. The Owl Scout keeping tabs over here as well. Find a little bit of damage from the trees. Not much though. Now Infi's going for upgrades. We got a big fight. Haze fire. Focus fire. On the Demon Hunter, he hangs in there though. I think I saw him get down to 70 health. Focus fire on the Panda next, then back onto the Demon Hunter. This time he's not so lucky, does not survive. Going after the Dryads next. The ground fight though is promising. Farseer dies. Panda doing very well on the ground. Is there a lag spike there or something? Well, the Farseer going down is huge. XiaoKai still has a much larger army. Panda ultimate about to time out. Looks like the army's wrapping back around for the base. Oops, gonna go for the shop. Do have the Priestess of the Moon back here. Buyback on the Demon Hunter, that's a very expensive option. Great Breath of Fire. Shadow Hunter having to run. Oh, I'm getting blocked a little bit. Oh, the TC! How did the TC get stuck there? Oh, that is heartbreaking for XiaoKai. No escape. He tried to get in there with the Zeppelin. It's a touch too slow. Back on the fast times while Orc heroes come back. Infi up and mining from this second base now. Makes a big difference. Looks like he's picking up a few consumables. Got Kill Scroll, Town Portal, Mana Potion. Here we go. He's doing pretty well. Panda's ultimate still on cooldown. Getting focused down with the Hex. Staffed out to safety. Focus fire back onto the Demon Hunter. Heal Scroll to keep the air healthy. Now the Demon Hunter's in trouble again. The Demon Hunter falls. And the Wind Rider's spitting out the nasty damage here. Great hits. Still doesn't have the Envenom Spears, right? I feel like this would be going even better for XiaoKai if he went for that, but maybe I'm wrong. Don't want to pull back again. Focus fire back on the Panda. Panda stuffed out again. Quite a lot of these Wind Riders are starting to get extremely low. And it looks like XiaoKai is going to back off there. Lost to about 15 food. Doesn't want to lose any more than that. Picked up a bunch of Kodos now. I thought he may go back to the shop, buy some heal cells. Interesting. Towering up the shop. Not something you see every day. Gonna try stay on the offensive here. Coming back in. Doesn't have many consumables though. Just the one heal scroll. Panda is stocked up on mana. Great haze fire. Panda's ultimate off cooldown, making a big difference in this fight, and that's going to be a town portal out. one Kodo, maybe one more Wind Rider. Ouch. Okay, well, XiaoKai, maybe he was just trying to bait out the Panda's ultimate, I'm not entirely sure. That fight was not good for him at all, though. Switched into Raiders now as well. Okay. Gonna take down the Hunter's Hall. Go for the tree next. If you click onto the repairs. The Purge from the Orb of Lightning working well there. Demon Hunter having trouble getting away. Snaring down the hippos. They're knocked out fast. Wind Rider's now pretty safe. Focus fire onto the Panda next. With the Ensnare now trying to run away. The Panda staffed out. Going for the Priestess of the Moon next. Just all out hero focus at the moment. Town Portal from her. Switches back on to the tree, but we've got two towers up here. It's enough to make the Wind Riders think twice. And Infi kind of staying at a similar food count, around 50. And XiaoKai staying at 65, so he's getting this value out of his mining time. And that Demon Hunter's getting ever so close to level 6 now. His last couple of attacks from XiaoKai.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not getting the job done. Not even the switch to Raiders really helped him out that much. Excuse me, looks like he's going to try tower push his way in. Just an old-fashioned steering match here. The Wolves a little bit of harass. The Owl Scouts, there's not much XiaoKai can do. Except a few items. Perma Owl Scouted. Oh, he's going for a Demolisher. And he's built a few towers back here in the choke point. Anti-magic shell. Dodges the stun. The Hunter goes down there. Great Hex on the Panda. Panda now getting focused hard as well. Trying to fight outside of the choke point. Earthquake out the back. Slowing down the Night Elf army big time. There's going to be another town portal out. Two Raiders just hanging in there. Narrowly survive a lot of close calls on both sides. The Demolishers are still alive. But they're not being brought in here.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Just coming in with the Raiders. Going to try to take down the Hunter's Hall. Here come the demos now. And there we go. They start the siege. Oh, where's this demo going? Uh-oh. XiaoKai must be suffering from some fatigue. Making a pretty big mistake there. Nearly cost him a Demolisher. Look at the damage, though. The Demon Hunter goes down instantly. No chance to level 6. And his ultimate, though, so powerful. The Orc army turning tail and running. The Demo's doing big damage. The tree's nearly dead. The burning oil as well. Taking down all the wisps. Running back to the safety of the towers. He's attempting to at least. The bear on the demos. Demos going after the wisps. Nearly knocking out a few of them. Tauren Chieftain down. But all focusing on the Panda elementals. About to time out those. Not going to get the kill. Both Demolishers do end up falling. Tree able to root itself back down. Maybe killed one or two wisps, but didn't seem that powerful. Good scroll there. Another Demolisher in the mix now. There goes the Kodo, and that's a level up on the bottom. She's level 6. She was brought in so late. Looking for the kill on the Tree of Life, but doesn't even matter really. You can just walk the Tree of Eternity across here. And there we go, going into Starfall. And XiaoKai, he's had enough. He's getting out. Tree of Life is still going to stand, getting repaired up by the Wisp. Nearly completed the entangle as well. XiaoKai now out of gold. Both his mines run dry. Trying to knock out this one building. And does get it done. But his army so weak. Starfall's still running, by the way. Such a long timer on that ability. Rules taken care of. Bring in the peons. All hands on deck. Everybody needs to be involved in this fight. The peons surround the Priestess of the Moon. There goes the Demolisher. Here come the rest of the peons. He's walking the Ancient Protectors into position now, trying to get them involved in the fight. Bottom hiding because it's nighttime. Buys a reveal. Bottom actually dying pretty fast to the peons and the hero focus fire. There's another reveal. Invol on the fast there. Priestess goes down. No gold income at the moment for Infi either. Bears versus peons. And the Shredder. There's a bloodbath. The peons are not going to last long. Oh, there's the big normal damage hits coming against their medium armor. The peons are dying ultra quick. And look at that breath of fire. The entire peon army gets slaughtered. Panda levels up as well. Here comes the Tri-Hero though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Doesn't have anything to respond with. He's just got the one panda. He's got quite a few Moonwells though. Juiced himself back up. Close to full. Decent stomp there. Bringing in the wolves. The Orc heroes though are not that strong. The panda just about soloing all three of them. Just a little bit of bear support and all these Moonwells. Trying to focus down the panda. I imagine the panda's waiting for his ultimate to come off cooldown. And there he goes. And that's the turnaround. The TC trying to run away now. Not able to. Storm Elemental puts him up in the air. Gets surrounded. Gets battered. Why is he even wasting a heal on that? Should have just ran away. Guess who's next? Farseer tries to run away and does so successfully. But this tree is rooted down, just about to be harvesting gold again. And the panda. The ultimate coming off cooldown just at the right time there for Infi. So he could make that defense. And now, you know, he's got the mine. He's going to be able to start rebuilding his army. I think he's got this. It is daytime again, so no more juice from these Moonwells, but he's at full. He's well stocked on mana as well. Able to take down those wolves with no trouble. Level 8 Panda is a beefy boy. And there we go. XiaoKai throws in the towel. Poof, what a hold from Infi. That was incredible stuff. A couple of those pushes from XiaoKai just weren't the most efficient. Maybe making a few small mistakes, but so did Infi, you know, and there's some pretty good hero focus. Where were the Envenom Spears, though, from XiaoKai? I don't understand why he didn't have poison on his Wind Riders. That was very, very strange. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft reaction. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.